confirmed the trade in the system, and the girl, emotional, said that he was truly different from others, not just helping for personal gain. The boy felt a little embarrassed and said it was always good to help people. She started drinking the water desperately, and he told her to slow down. He decided to add her as a friend so he could send her more. Later, he then asked if they could add each other, and whether her location had as many resources as the map suggested. However, before she could respond, the chat ended. He figured she might be afraid of him because she was a girl, and decided it was time to get some sleep. Another day dawned, and as always, there were zombies everywhere. Jangha, no matter where he was always surrounded by girls. He was planning to go to the hospital to see if there were any resources or medicines there, while the boy decided to go down to the second floor, armed with a shield and an axe. It was time to handle things. As soon as the elevator door opened, he dashed out in desperation, but strangely the hallway was empty. He wondered what had happened. Even more bizarre was the human blood on the floor. He didn't remember seeing any other players. Not to mention it was only a drop, which meant it wasn't from a zombie, as they would have torn the person apart. This suggested that a player had been hunted by another. Worse, the killer probably took the revolver he had been after. Fortunately, he was on the third FL floor, and the person didn't have the key card. He started heading down the stairs, knowing he had to go to the lower floor to find that car. Meanwhile, Durham was jumping through a window, checking his stats to see if there was anyone else around. Considering the place was still somewhat empty, it must have been Durham who took the revolver. Our boy, meanwhile, was running through the parking lot, pressing the alarm to see which car was his. Soon, a big black armored vehicle beeped, but the signal also alerted some zombies. However, for these level 1 creatures, he was the biggest threat. He immediately smacked one in the face and collected some items as usual before heading to the car. Since it was a special mission vehicle, there was something more inside: a shotgun and a bunch of ammo. The boy felt rich now. He wanted to see if there were more resources around. Besides that assassin might be waiting for him by the elevator. Elsewhere in the hallway, a can dropped the floor. Dervin was hiding, wondering what made that sound. Our boy had his weapon in hand. This had turned into Poogie. The system hacks informed him that there was an armed guy just ahead. Luckily, the boy was moving cautiously and hadn't been noticed yet. The Conrold and Dur looked at it suspiciously. Our boy, a camper, said. He wouldn't move unless the guy moved. Suddenly, someone outside started screaming for help. It seemed like the same woman from before, and somehow she was still alive. At that moment, he heard the guy say, "It looked like the bastard was on the lower floor taking the opportunity." The boy jumped out of cover, aiming at him, but the hallway was empty. It seemed the guy had actually gone downstairs and believed him. The poor girl was tied to a tree, suffering the apocalypse, begging for forgiveness and saying she was about to die. She asked the guys to help her, but two weirdos from a house said they had saved her, so she just needed to do what they told her. The fat one told her to keep screaming, since she hadn't attracted everything yet. His friend beside him questioned whether he could really handle all that. The fat one said he saw a guy with an axe killing 8 zombies without breaking a sweat, so they could handle it too. Meanwhile, the poor girl was surrounded by zombies, and I thought a hero was going to arrive, but she got bitten at that moment. Her screams attracted even more zombies, and the poor girl became the next victim in the story. The excited fat guy said it was time for them to advance and kill at least 20. He came from behind, with a big axe in front of him, but the attack got stuck in the girl's hair. Now he realized it wasn't that easy to kill those creatures. The next second, the guy was running in desperation, crying for help with a legion of zombies chasing after the two of them. What he couldn't understand was why his attack didn't work. He gave his friend the classic push, saying there was no choice, and apologizing, saying that, unfortunately, it was the apocalypse. His poor friend in agony said that when he turned into a zombie. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe for more.